Peace. Kofa, G.R.O.W.T.H podcast. Wake your glass up. What's going on, y'all? Happy Monday. Happy Memorial Day to all my veterans. All gave some and some gave all. Today is May 27th, 2024, the year of our Lord. The time is now 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the lovely city of Atlanta, Georgia. This is G.R.O.W.T.H podcast, where growth stands for gentlemen reaching our goal of healing. This is where we help men find a positive fuck it. I am your humble host, Kofa, Kofa, not coffee, not kufu, not Kofi, or any variation thereof. Kofa rhymes with sofa. Easy to say, easy to spell. Thank y'all for being in here. We're going to get right to it, but let me go ahead and hit y'all with this.
It feels so lovely to be here tonight. What a beautiful Lord. Give yourselves a round of applause. You're so lovely. Everyone's so lovely. And
back on me. Thank y'all all for being in here. Told y'all months ago things was going to look different. I know I haven't gone live in a while, especially here in Growth Entertainment Studios here in my house. I haven't gone live from this spot in a good minute. I've been using, the vertical live and everything like that. So thank y'all for those who have tuned in to those short lives I've done, a couple of the vibes I dropped. Salute to everybody that keeps watching my morning motivation shorts. I really try to keep something positive going, even though I cuss up a damn storm.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Y'all know how it go. Y'all in the chat, what's going on, Malika? What's going on, Sister Almanize? What's wrong?
You go, girl!
What's going on, Almanize? I see you, sis. What's going on, Brother Joseph Townsend?
Hand down, man down. Mama, there goes that man.
Me and JT been talking a lot of shit during these playoffs, man. My Knicks got bounced, but that's for another day. I'm not going to go down that road. I do have a video that I do want to do talking about the Knicks and brotherhood, but that's for a later date. Brother Malika says, let me get to some of these comments. Brother Malika says, Kofa, happy Memorial Day, and thank you for your service. Salute to you, brother. I really appreciate it. BT in the building with the $10 super chat already. He says, Kofa's live? Yeah, bro, I'm here.
Hand down, man down. Mama, there goes that man.
This is how we're going to do it for the 10, bro. I appreciate you.
These last $2.
Now multiply by 5. Let's keep going. We're going to get right into this. I'm not going to be on here long today. It's been a long weekend. I come home on these long weekends from military duty, just try to chill at the house. I did go around and see a couple of people. Me and BT about to link up in a little bit. So even when I'm off, I'm still working, seeing people, moving around, doing some things I got to take care of. But I did want to talk about this Cassie and Diddy situation. I know everybody has beaten a dead horse on it. We're not going to watch the video, but I do want to play this news clip where Cassie responds to the video being released. I'm not even going to say leaked. The video finally being released. Again, remember, this is 2016. This is 8 years ago. So I'm going to get into that in a second. But let's go ahead and get into this first clip. First and only clip of the day. Because y'all going to hear me on here as a talking head. But I got to get this shit off my chest. So let's go.
And joins us now with some breaking news in the entertainment world.
Yes, we just got this information just moments ago. Breaking news just into our newsroom. Cassie Ventura reacts now to Sean Diddy Combs' abuse video with a statement on Instagram. Now, some of you may remember this is the video, which we have to warn you is difficult to watch. CNN released this footage Friday of last week, and Cassie remained silent until this morning. Her statement reads in part, Thank you for all of the love and support from my family, friends, strangers, and those.
I'm going to pause it. I'm going to read it in its entirety because I think they only read a portion of it. Thank you for all the love and support. This is from Cassie. I think she posted, again, she just said they posted on Instagram. Thank you for all the love and support from my family, friends, strangers, and those I have yet to meet. The outpouring of love has created a place for my younger self to settle. You see how they stay in that space. I'm just going to read it. The outpouring of love has created a place for my younger self to settle and feel safe now. But this is only the beginning. Domestic violence is the issue. It broke me down to someone I never thought I'd be. I would become with a lot of hard work. I am better today, but I will always be recovering from my past. Thank you to everyone that has taken the time to take this matter seriously. My only ask is that everyone, in bold letters, capital letters, that everyone open your heart to believing victims the first time. It takes a lot of heart to tell the truth out of the situation that you were powerless in. I offer my hand to those that are still living in fear. Reach out to your people. Don't cut them off. No one should carry this weight alone. This healing journey is never ending, but this support means everything to me. Thank you, love, always, Cassie. I want to point out a couple of things. Back to the first paragraph. The outpouring of love has created a place for my younger self to settle and feel safe now. She's a grown woman, so she's still holding on to what happened, right? We understand that abuse can take a long time mentally to get over. Yes, I've heard Stockholm Syndrome. Yes, I understand what it is. And we say that domestic violence is the issue. We've not said that. I've spoken about it on this channel well before this Diddy talk began. We've seen these situations before, and nobody thinks that's okay. I'll get into that in a second. Let me see. I'm better today with a lot of hard work, and I'll always be recovering from my past. I want to point that out because as men, we constantly hear, go somewhere and heal. Now, because of the situation she's gone through, I'll always be recovering. I'm just pointing out these little words because we do not have the same passion for men that are in these situations or the male equivalent of these situations as we do for women. I'll get into that in a second. Thank you to everyone who's taking the time to matter seriously. Everyone open your heart and believe victims the first time. First and foremost, we've been hearing all this, believe all women. How many times do we have to see where they've lied, embellished the truth, put 100 on 10? Nothing was nowhere near as bad as they've made it. A lot of the times when it's a woman. We've seen innocent man after innocent man, woman after woman break down on the stand and finally decide to tell the truth that that man did nothing to her, which is why these questions came up. I'm going to bring it back on myself. Make sure I didn't miss anything in the paragraph. Last thing she says, I offer my hand to those that are still living in fear. Reach out to your people. Don't cut them off. Let me get to that in a second. Bring it back to me. How many times have we seen where women have lied? No one, including other men, has the same amount of passion that they do for a man, the woman who's been abused, as they do for a man that's been lied on. They don't have the same passion. Let me reverse that. They don't have the same passion for the man that was lied on that they do for the woman that's been abused. I reversed it. We've seen it so many times where these brothers have been lied on. It's come out, and guess what? Legally, there's nothing that he can do other than suing that woman. But guess what that requires? Getting an attorney. Guess what that requires? Having some fucking money. So now this brother adds insult to injury. He's already been lied on. Now he has to go get an attorney to try to clear up his name. And in our black ass community and society in general, but I'm going to focus on black folks. In our black ass community, the first thing we say is, he did something. Why would a woman make up a lie like that? If you will lie about the father of your children, you will definitely lie to try to get some bread. Now, obviously, Cassie wasn't lying, but I have to point out this is why we question it when things first come out. I posted something I said on Facebook. I said, I want to see evidence. I'll be damned if this ain't it. Diddy's abusive. However, Diddy's rich and abusive. Like so many other men, again, I've argued this point several times. Girls get told what man to stay away from, how to maneuver around men. Don't do this. We're taught to be feared. And they turn right the fuck back around and intentionally choose those men. Now, for all intents and purposes, we weren't there. She was with Ryan Leslie, another great artist. He brought her into the industry. Diddy essentially took his bitch. He had more money. How many times have we seen this story? How many times have we heard this song and the remix? Take that, take that. How many times have we seen this? That was a good man. Why did you leave him? Well, I just feel, I believe so-and-so can do more. And we hear older women argue that point for these younger girls. Well, when I was young, the guy with more money, he's more attractive at the time. And this is why, we go over there with them. But nobody asks to be abused. Listen to me and listen to me well. And it's the same shit I share with my daughters. If you put yourself in that position for some money or some status or swag, you have to understand what comes with that lifestyle. Now, this man has been surrounded by celebrities that we all worship, from Jay-Z to Meek Mill. You telling me good and damn well, ain't nobody know bruh was on? Nobody. Rick Ross, big one. Mary J. Blige, another female. Now, we all know the history between Mary J. Blige and KC from Jodeci. He was whooping her ass. But she also been down with Puff forever and a damn day. You gonna tell me, Miss I'm Not Gonna Cry didn't know Diddy was loose with his hands? Or he was having these big ass freak off parties, which apparently doesn't matter again in the black community because a lot of things come down to money and sex. So it's several of these women that are choosing. Either you have autonomy over your body or you don't, choosing to be over there. And I take this shit with passion because, having been the nice guy, I've asked women in my personal life, why are you with this dude? I shared with y'all before, if y'all missed it, I was in college, my homegirl was dealing with a dude cheating, doing all this shit. So me, simp ass Kofa, thinking that I'm gonna protect her honor, I check bro. Me and him about to get into it. His homeboy steps in and separates us. Now, mind you, we got to protect women. We got to believe all women. But I'm on a college campus. Let's walk this timeline. Me and him get into it. What happens on campus? I get kicked off of campus, possibly kicked out of school. Then I got to deal with my parents. But then that sets off other legal issues, right? Nobody ever talks about the guys that are saying, hey, stay the fuck away from this nigga. What do we get told? Shut the fuck up with your hating ass. Mind your motherfucking business. Go get you some business. I've said it several times. Before all this Diddy shit broke out, it's normal. You got a young girl starry-eyed about an older dude with money. But you don't think he's going to be controlling? And I'm not saying every man with money is. But when you do run into that guy, why do you stick around? The first time some shit, she's asking for us to believe the victim the first time they tell. Why don't you believe the motherfucking abuser the first time he abuses?
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
And they love framing it as if, the most dangerous time, I've heard this, the most dangerous time for an abuse victim to leave is when they actually do leave. Why let it get that far? This is the tough conversation I want to have. Everybody want to focus on the abuse. Yes, it's egregious, it's ugly, it's evil. Did it wrong as fuck. He should have went to jail back then because guess what? Statute of limitations, he's not going to jail now. Not because of this. They're going to use this as a catalyst for some of the other cases to say, see, this is who he is. But how many people were saying, man, Puffy ain't shit? We've heard that for some time throughout the industry. Everybody knows, hey, there's a guy in the neighborhood that's loose with his hands. Like I always frame to a lot of guys that want to, man, Puffy a bitch. I seen some of the brothers on the pivot, man, Puffy a bitch. The men around him a bitch. That's fine. That's fine. But those women are choosing to be there. Women are choosing to look the other way when other women are abused. I'm going to get to y'all comments in a second. Again, another personal story. Had a homegirl, I shared this too, but it bears repeating. Had a homegirl that was in a semi-abusive relationship. I'll say emotionally abusive. Her husband would like break her work computers, punch holes in the wall and shit like that. And I told her it's only a matter of time. If he's punching holes in walls, it's only a matter of time before he starts punching holes in you. She laughed it off. You so stupid. I'm being dead ass serious. Now I might get a joke in or a comment that you find humorous, but I'm being dead ass serious. That's the way the conversation went. You so stupid. I'm being dead ass serious. My mama telling me, well, can she come stay with you for a while? I talked to her mama. Can she come stay with you for a while? Because I don't know what he gonna do, this, that, and the third. She, mind you, she had already left him before. Went to a friend's house, staying with the friend and her husband. What did this crazy motherfucker do? He pulls up outside this other man's house. Calls my friend. He picks up the phone. He tells her, I'm outside. Get your shit. We leaving. So my friend's friend is at the door with her telling her, girl, don't get in that car. Girl, don't get in that car. What does she do? Gets in the fucking car. And her husband tells the friend, again, I'm getting all this third hand from my friend. Husband tells a friend, oh, she can't come back. We ain't doing that because that crazy motherfucker came in here and killed everybody in the damn house. So this is a man having to protect his wife, his girl, from her friend's boyfriend. Things we don't see. The things we don't talk about. So I guess that man was supposed to leave out of his house, go whoop his ass to protect his girlfriend's friend. Again, what does that look like? Legal trouble, financial trouble. Maybe not even making it out of the situation. We keep being asked as men to protect women, believe all women. And then when we take that L, nobody speaks that man. The most he might get is, oh, he died a hero. Point is, he fucking died.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
He doesn't get a chance to rehash. He doesn't get a chance to grow and get better. He's gone. No one talks about those brothers that do protect women. From a Puffy. From anybody else in the fucking industry. Oprah hugged up with him. These other celebrity rappers hugged up with him. And the women that are complaining about the music, complaining about abuse, once again, these are the guys y'all choose. So Cassie done went from Ryan Leslie, who had a session with Puffy, lost his girl to Puffy to a richer man. This is how the cycle goes. Then she starts dating Puffy's fucking trainer. Now she's married to him and she's happy. Regular guy, right? You won't date the guy on your level. You want the guy up here. You can't sustain the lifestyle of the guy up here. So what do? You circle back to a regular guy. And he's the next regular guy. And this is something I've explained to women time and time again. A lot of good men are tired. And we can recognize y'all bullshit. This is why so many sisters are single. Because reverse it back 5-10 years, you wouldn't have dated me. The nice guy. You wouldn't have fucked with him. The only reason you're circling back, and it doesn't have to be your said nice guy that you ignored. It could be the next man. Now, this white dude, Puffy's ex-trainer, just happened to marry her. But a lot of times, brothers that have done that, been the rebound guy, he still ends up getting burned. And then he's like, fuck.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Brothers are tired. Everybody think this shit is a joke until we see a video. But if we believe y'all the first time out and you lied, you you prove the lie, you admit you lied, that man's life is forever impacted. Forever impacted. So you get to go on and grow, but he got to sit there and keep trying to prove that he's not an abuser. Because everybody believed all women. Let me get to y'all comments real quick. Let me see where I left off at. Let me see. Almanar says both should have stayed quiet. BT says Cassie did not have to react to this. He says the video speaks for itself, which it does. Alma says she's not a victim. That's why I put those dollar signs on the thumbnail. She had the lifestyle then, sis. She had the money then, and she got the money after. And she survived. There's a sister out there actually being abused. I don't know if y'all remember that. During the Trayvon Martin trial, there was a sister, I forget her name, but she was in the same county, and the same prosecutor that prosecuted George Zimmerman for Trayvon Martin's murder prosecuted her. George Zimmerman got off. This sister ended up going to jail. She was in an abusive relationship. The guy was threatening her again. She takes out a pistol in the house, fires 2 shots in the ceiling. She calls the police. The police come and arrest her for discharging a firearm inside the home and threatening this man. And it comes out that, yes, she was abused. But guess who went to jail? She did. This is the fucked up part. When there is an actual abuser, we do a horrible job of making this shit stick. When women are proven to lie, we do a horrible job of giving her any type of repercussions. So the actual abusive men are getting away with it. I said it time and time again. You will talk shit about the fuck nigga, but you talk shit to good men. All you gotta do is scroll through your timeline, look on YouTube. You see how much angst there is for brothers that simply ask questions. Brothers like a Kofa. What happened? Where the proof? Did she file a police report? Why didn't you leave? It may sound disingenuous, it may sound cold-hearted, but we've seen it too many times. How many black men have ended up lynched because a white woman lied? How many black men are sitting behind the wall right now because a black woman lied? This is why I tell brothers time and time again, get control of your emotions. You're catching it from the horse's mouth. I told y'all the story with me and the ex. I lost my temper one night and I could have lost my life. I could still be sitting behind the wall because I almost killed that girl. Because I got tired of being patient, understanding I was getting my ass whooped. And I put my hands on her. And I carried that shit for 14 years. Ask me if I feel bad today.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
But I know how close I came to shit being over. This is why I'm so passionate about this. I don't do domestic violence against anybody. But I speak about the men's side because nobody cares. Nobody's thinking about the brothers that have either survived that shit. And then you'll hear other men, man, that nigga sensitive, man, that nigga soft. Leave, bro. Leave. Now, physically, she may not be able to whoop your ass. You gotta go to sleep or something. And all that takes is a loud argument and a phone call to the police, and now she's scared. And now you sitting down, and you lost your job. Now the child support kicking in, the bills kicking in. This is why you have men in their 40s and 50s, a lot of them, because of the women we chose to be around, the women that we chose to try to save. Where's my shit?
Is this camera on me?
Yes, it's on.
That's stupid.
The women that we chose to try to save, because believe all women, right? Turn around and take out all their anger, all their hurt, all their angst against us. The hero. And again, I gotta die to get a piece of respect. But he died a hero. I wish there were more men like him. If it was more men like him, wouldn't be any other men.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
Allahu Akbar!
Because he's dead. Get back to y'all comments, man. Keep on rolling. Let me see. Malika pointed out too. She left a good man for a wealthy and abusive man, and now she's married to a zaddy who is a simp. She is the perfect example of hypergamy and monkey branching gone wrong.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
I'm glad you saw that timeline. That's how that goes. You got a good man. So for all these ain't shit niggas out here, y'all keep getting pregnant. Y'all keep getting abused. But when we really pull back these layers, there's good men that you had. You literally had him. Could have moved forward. Ryan Leslie has helped so many people in the industry behind the scenes. He probably would have did more with her than Puffy did. Puffy is notorious for dropping a hot ass single, turning around, putting out a boo-boo album, and then but he's great at taking that one single and making this person a celebrity for a good bit of time, which is what he did with Cassie. Name me another Cassie song. I just know the damn melody and the beat. I don't even know the name of the song. And y'all know which song I'm talking about. One song. But she was with this man for how long? This video is 8 years long, 8 years old. She didn't break up with him until 3 years later, in 2019. How many other men and women has Puffy been with? And she was right there. You telling me she wasn't at these swinger parties? You telling me she ain't take no other dick? Because let me explain something to y'all about people that are abusive. The abuse stems from control. Rape is not about, I said I wasn't going to do that. We're going to keep it real over here. Rape is about control. It's not about the sex. You don't think he passed her around a couple of times? You don't think he got off on seeing her getting plowed by other men or dealing or messing with other women? And you a damn fool if you don't think she stayed because of who he was, even without another hot single or album. Ladies, you either have autonomy over your body or you don't. Y'all either boss bitches or you not. Let's keep on rolling. Appreciate that, Malika. KP from KC, what's going on, good brother?
Hand down, man down. Mama, there goes that man.
He said, you back, bro? Yeah, man, I've been out of pocket. Again, it's still going to look weird for the next few months. I'm still on military duty. I don't have a studio. I can't go full on toothpick Kofa in my mama house, but I do have some things lined up and planned as far as to drop, certain shows. Let's keep on going. What's going on, KP? BT says, is it me or Kofa mic is in and out? Is it? It might be. I'm having to use the MacBook audio, BT. That's my fault. My Shure mic is not connecting for whatever reason. I don't know why. KP says they always looking for the next Tizzy tour. KP said the mic is good. I appreciate that. And then KP also said,
got it! Hotter than fish grease!
This was another point. I'm glad you brought that up. There's another point I wanted to make. KP says, Kofa, I heard Cassie used to watch Diddy with Kim Porter, his baby mother that passed. RP to her. Let's stick with this. Y'all remember, those of us old enough, back in the day, Puffy first baby mama used to be all in the videos, like him. But she used to be all in Bad Boy first videos. She released a statement on Instagram talking to Cassie saying, I know exactly how you feel. So that's the first baby mama getting her ass whooped. Kim Porter. Now Cassie, and whatever woman in between or man in between. So he has a circle of people that know he's abusive. And we've all heard them conversation of, that's just how he is. Oh no, it's my fault. You start blaming yourself. If you're a genuine victim, don't do that shit. Leave. I'm big on leaving. It's too many people in the world, especially for the men. It's too many women in the world. Woman that's flipping the mouth like that, again, you gotta go to sleep sometime. Your guard is gonna be down at some point in time. Then you gotta disprove negative when the police show up. she started lying. Two things women do back to back: cry and lie.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
And they gonna sell it. Again, how many brothers sitting behind the wall right now? And we're never gonna hear their side of the story, but he ain't never gonna see the light of day. Let's keep on going. I'll get the BT comment. Let me finish this. About it's women that know other women are getting abused. Again, I brought up Mary J earlier. That's Puffy homegirl. We always see them together. Again, miss, I'm not gonna cry. Knowing that other women are getting their ass whooped. Cassie knew Kim got her ass whooped. Quite sure Kim knew the first baby mama got her ass whooped. Going back to my homegirl, I just told y'all that story about her. So the dude comes, picks her up. She finally leaves or whatever, and she ends up staying with me for a year. I ain't charging no rent. I ain't put my finger in that girl for those that are going there. We were not together. I did a favor for my homegirl. So imagine, again, shit that we don't talk about that the good dude got to deal with. Imagine what my dating life was like at that time when I lived with a whole other grown-ass woman. What woman was I going to date that was going to believe that I wasn't sleeping with her? I know we didn't sleep together, but imagine me trying to convince other women. So again, this shit impacted my life too. Again, why I take this shit serious, because we don't see the trickle down. When you throw a pebble in the pond, that ring goes across the whole pond. That's what happens with domestic abuse. Whether it's a man or it impacts so many other people. Some in the smaller areas of their life, there's still an impact. And again, after that year, kind of get tired of having somebody in the house. Here's what it is. My homegirl wanted her own shit. She got a job. She moved out. 2 months later, guess who she got back with?
Is this camera on me?
Yes, it's on.
That's stupid.
Went right back to the dude. Tried it again. And guess who told her to go back? Older black women in the church.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Well, if the divorce isn't final, that's still your husband. And in the eyes of the Lord, I'm not making up shit. I'm telling you what was told to me from my homegirl. These stories that I share with y'all, either from my experience, somebody that I know and love and trust, or I'm getting it from the horse's mouth, from the women themselves. Now, eventually she finally left. But guess what? Somehow, some way, his next baby mama, by the grace of God, my homegirl didn't have kids with him. But his next baby mama, because he already had kids with his first woman before he got with my homegirl, and she had built a bond with his stepkids, with her stepkids. So she's still somewhat in this man's circle. The next woman, going through the same shit my homegirl went through. Guess what my homegirl thought? She thought that shit was funny.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
Well, I guess his crazy ass found another victim. A hee-hee. A fucking hee-hee. I wish I was making this shit up. I'm not. This is why I take this shit serious. This is why we ask questions in the manosphere, red pill, men-centric content space, or just the men in your fucking life. This is why we ask questions. Because before I go over here and fight this man, is there truth? Okay, it's true. Before I go over here and fight this man to protect you, can you look me in the face and promise that you're not going to stay with this man? That you're not going to go back with him? Back to that story I told you in college. After old boy separate us, me and his homeboy, we about to tussle. I talked to my homegirl, tell her what happened. Thank you. She's so, thank you. Thank you. I didn't know you would do that for him. A week later, she was back in that man's bed.
But wait, it gets worse.
Eventually leaves him, then guess what? Finds another dude just like him. We see that monkey branching that Malika just mentioned. It happens all the time. You'll go back to the same type of dude until you get tired of that particular lifestyle, abusive lifestyle, and then you settle on a good dude. And so many good dudes have accepted that shit only to end up with I'm conflating everything, but I'm walking the timeline. You end up with a Tia Mowry talking about she graduated her marriage. There's good men out here getting divorced later on in their life. We're middle age. I don't know if y'all realize that. 40, 50, you're middle age. And now you're living like a college student that just graduated because of a divorce, because you were the nice guy. You were the good man. And what does that look like on the back end? A lot of times that we do not talk about. Again, tough conversations and the fake ass outrage. Again, I'm saying podcast, I think Lucy said Buffett was a bitch or he was a sucker and all that shit. We done heard all this shit before. But ain't nobody checked that man. Because he got money though. Black community. He got money though. The nigga sing and dance. He popular. Same thing y'all do with these dope. Same thing y'all do with these street niggas. Same thing y'all do with these corporate dudes that still got mommy and daddy issues. But he got legal bread, so we think it's okay because he wears a suit to work. But he whooping his wife ass when he come home every day. Again, don't none of you motherfuckers check these niggas. BT says, I disagree with Cassie with believing the victim at all times. This is a case-by-case situation. Thank you, BT. Her situation is not the same as all of the big facts. BT says 50 Cent been on the Puffy Ain't Shit campaign forever. He has. But you know what? You know what took away from that, BT? With 50? 50 beef with damn near everybody. So it just looked like it just got to the point we just shrugged this shit off. But he really has. He's really been calling Puffy out for a good minute. BT right back. He says it's funny how Ryan Clark said that, and there's so many cases of DV in the NFL he never speaks of.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
Because it's a popular topic. When you say Ryan Clark, that's a brother from the Pivot. Salute to him. He does good work. They have good combos. But again, it's something I asked about that, about the NFL, NBA brothers. How many of these cats' wives, regular dudes' wives, have they slept with? She's supposed to be out with her girls, but she backstage with you. She at the stadium with you. She just took your dick out her mouth, NFL players, NBA players. Went home to her husband. He find out and kicked her ass. Is he a bitch too? But again, he's going to have to pay for that because he shouldn't have put his hands on her, right? But there's no repercussions for her. There's no repercussions for her being a hoe. There's no repercussions for the NFL, NBA players that's trying to take these moral high grounds now for sleeping with how many men's wives? How many men's girlfriends? So I definitely got to question that statement by Ryan Clark. That shit, it sounds nice. It sounds great when you're recording it because you want to err on the side of caution. You want to fall on the right side of history. It sounds wonderful. Until it's you. Until it's you. For those brothers that say they would never put their hands on a woman, I never did it before my situation came up, and I have never done it after, and I pray that I never do it again. I highly doubt I would because I'm at the point, again, I'm tired. I will leave. Brothers, it's a reason why this space on YouTube has the Passport Brothers. There's a whole other country out there. There's whole other women out there. There's whole other laws out there. Do not take away your freedom from yourself behind some bitch. Stop trying to defend these women's honor when she's going to go right back to the dude. And it's difficult to tell because guess what? In the middle of it, if y'all have never seen that situation and never had to step in, again, because I have, it's difficult. Even with all this red pill knowledge, it's difficult. If you can separate two dudes getting ready to fight at the club, you can try to separate that dude from that woman, right? But please understand, women get a pass for being emotional. That's when it turns into mind your business. I didn't need your help. That wasn't his place. Then as soon as bro check out, first thing black people love saying, that's why I mind my business. We turn right the fuck back around, talking about both sides of our mouth. We got to protect our sisters. And when they say sisters, they're talking about black women as a whole. But you got a family you got to go back to. I think Take Heed was on here one night and she said she had to have a conversation with her husband. He better not never step in trying to protect one of these hyenas. And then he ended up in jail or dead. She said she would never forgive him. That's not the only sister I've heard that from. Brothers, realize you have a life. Your freedom matters. Your life matters. This is why I keep telling you matter at the end of the line. You matter. Stop giving away your freedom. Now, cats like Puffy, actual abusers seem to be walking around scot fucking free. Brothers like myself or Malika that question this shit, we catch all the smoke. Told somebody not too long, we're sick of catching strays for fuck niggas. Tired of catching they strays. Keep on going. Let me see. BT says, KP, he was saying, I got another one for you. Stephen A. speaks on Diddy, but he stood up for the Dana White beating, his wife.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Again, the fake ass outrage. If it happens, let me tell y'all this. This is how I look at things. If you aren't as angry when it happens to a man or a child as you are about when it happens to a woman, you just flat out don't care. You don't care about domestic violence. You don't care about it. You have no moral high ground to stand on. If it does not burn you up on both sides of the coin, you fake it. You got fake ass outrage. Who that? Quiet Storm in the building with the $5 super chat. Salute, brother. I appreciate you. BT says, let me see. KP says, I seen that, BT. I was ready to throw something after hearing that goofy shit.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
BT says you got a point on that Ryan Leslie take, Kofa. It's the cycle, bro. It's the cycle. Bro has helped a lot of people. Super fucking talented. So talented to the point, this is how you know a good man. He could have stayed in that damn industry and kept quiet. But instead, the brother protected his peace and simply walked away. Now, we're quick to say walking away isn't communication and it's every bit as toxic as yelling. How so? I'm protecting my peace and I'm not wasting my time and I'm not wasting your time. And low key, I'm protecting your peace. That's one less person that you got to argue with. Let's keep on going. Mona D in the building. What's going on, sis?
You go, girl!
Appreciate you being in here. Yes. Mona always reminding everybody, make sure y'all like the video. Where we at on the likes? We got 12 watching, 14 likes. That's good. That'll work. I appreciate y'all. BT right back. He says, I hate that Cassie brought the conversation to believe all women. Bro, what do you think it was going to turn into? We've been hearing this. The whole Me Too movement was believe all women. There's literal movies. Brian Banks lied on. NFL career isn't what it was supposed to be. He has to go to prison, come back out. Thank God the brother kept himself in some type of shape and was able to make the league. But his career was nowhere near what it was supposed to be because that cloud was always going to hang over him. I told y'all the story of a guy that I used to volunteer with. Him and his wife get into an argument. He's holding their newborn. Baby ain't even 2 months old yet. She comes at him while he's holding the baby with a knife. He throws a right cross and lays her ass out and is, oh my God, I just hit my woman. He calls the police on himself to try to get the situation rectified. Guess who goes to jail? He does. The police see the woman. She tells them, yeah, I did come at him with a knife. They see the knife. But guess who goes to jail? Daddy. Not, sir, you got to leave for the night. Not, sir, we're going to take you and then release you. He sat right down in the county, here in Atlanta, right on Rice Street, for protecting himself and his newborn from a crazy ass bitch. He just happened to be with. That's his wife. His wife. So we put emphasis on marriage, we put emphasis on long-lasting, healthy relationships, but that shit only extends to the extent that the woman is happy. The minute she's upset, everything is justified that she does with sex. Again, why I'm big on leaving. That's why my black ass ain't married. Oh, we married and you start acting crazy? Oh, baby, we can go and get this annulled. We'll get this divorce real quick. I'll be by myself. Again, it's too much peace and pussy in the world. I refuse to be by myself.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
In the regard of just swearing off women, I'm not that guy. But I'll be by myself unmarried. But again, there's too many women in the world, bro. Leave. She ain't that bad. I promise you she not. She not that thick. She not that pretty. The cat ain't that good. Leave. Protect yourself. Part of protecting yourself is walking away before you get lied on. Let's keep on going. But again, BT, that's what it was going to be. Leave all women. Leave all victims. First of all, we don't even know if he was a victim yet. That's why we asking for proof. That's why a lot of y'all hated Kevin Samuels, because when these women got on his program talking about, oh, I was in an abusive relationship. Did you file a police report? Why not? How long did it take you to leave? 5 years. How many kids you got with him? 2. So you gave this man 2 children in the midst of getting your ass whooped? See, people don't like when you start questioning shit, because that's how the truth comes out. And again, a lot of women love to live in delusion. A lot. I would say the majority. Everybody not going to be a Take Heed. Everybody not going to be a Mona D. Everybody not going to be a Mo on the go. I see you in there, Mo. What's going on? Mo says, well, look who is back.
You go, girl.
What's going on, sis? Let's keep on going. Y'all waving. Brother Mon in the building. What's going on, bro? He says, nice guys finish last. Might as well stop running the race before you die of exhaustion trying to keep up.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
When brothers are asking, like a Ryan Leslie, or just the average everyday brother that's just a good man, nice guy, however the fuck you want to term it, simp, I don't give a fuck. You know there is a good man that's capable of taking care of a household. He's shown you that. But you don't believe that he'll do it for you. The abuser has shown you that he'll whoop your ass, but you believe that one day he'll stop.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Make that shit make sense. The reason why I'm harping on this, because we're still hearing believe all women. Girls mature faster than boys. Women are smarter than men. Woman's intuition. You got all this intuition, but you don't recognize an abuser when there is one. You don't recognize an abuser when he's abusing other women. You find it as a blessing because it's not you. Again, my homegirl, I guess he found another victim. Shit ain't funny, sis. That shit could have been you. Prayerfully, this other sister make it out of that shit. I want to be abundantly clear. I don't condone domestic violence. Said it earlier, going to keep saying, I don't condone that shit for anybody. When you get to that point where you got to put hands on somebody, that's a problem. That's a problem. You love them too much or you hate them too much. Whether it's long lasting or it's just in that moment. You all had them arguments, this, that, and third. Fuck you, don't talk to me. Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you, nigga. We didn't have them moments. You know what? Fuck it. I'm walking the fuck away. Find your positive fuck. Let's keep on going with these comments. Mo says, y'all need to research Stockholm Syndrome. These people are not thinking logically. The abuse F's up their brains. Stay with me, Mo. Do you have the same energy for men? I'd like to see your comment. I understand Stockholm Syndrome quite well. It's crazy Stockholm Syndrome never applies to men. When we ask your men, bro, why'd you stay? You knew that bitch was crazy. Now you paying all this child support. Nobody feels bad. Bro, why'd you give that woman another chance? You know she a cheater. You know she a liar. And then he does get pissed off and harms her or kills her. That's his fault. Does Stockholm Syndrome apply then? Because it's crazy as fuck to me, Mo, that sisters are smarter than us again. They're smarter than us. They mature faster than us. All this shit. You can't pick which man to stay away from. All these boss bitches got all this bread. We don't need no damn man, but choose to stay. This is why brothers like Malika and myself say, you chose that shit. You got all these options, telling everybody you got all these options that you can go do outside of dealing with this man, or this is why I don't date nice guys, or he's boring and all that shit. So you can make a decision then, but you can't make a decision to leave. Because the world has also convinced us that women make more than men. So if you got all this bread, I know you're not staying for finances, right? Now me just simply posing that question, I'm talking on both sides. This is why I asked the question. What'd you stay for? Then we found out that the woman stayed for money. Then see, he had her in a bind financially. Everything came through him. But I thought y'all had bread. I thought y'all were boss bitches. Which one is it? Which lie we going with? So I understand Stockholm Syndrome very well, Mo. Very well. I'm going to give y'all the history of Stockholm Syndrome. There was a Duchess heiress, some rich-ass dude's daughter that was kidnapped and held ransom. She was held ransom so long when they found her, she didn't want to leave her kidnapper. She didn't want them to go to jail. Because guess what? He's not that bad. Now, of course, the guys end up going to jail and all that, but y'all can go find that case. That's where the story, and it happened in Stockholm, Sweden. That's where the term comes from, Stockholm Syndrome. Because she was kidnapped in Stockholm, Sweden. And started liking her kidnapper. She grew an affinity for them, if you will. Again, I ask, flip the coin over. Do you have that same feeling for men? When he's going through a divorce, when he's going through child support, when he's going through alimony, and he has to relive that situation with that woman every month. They're going to take that money away. Every time he goes to court. Every time he halfway thinks about dating a woman with kids. He got to relive that. Nobody cares. But let it be a little old woman. He tricked her. How? Y'all smarter than us. Let y'all tell it. Let's keep on going. Mo says we need more men talking about it because a lot of people don't. Thanks for being brave enough to talk about it. I appreciate that, Mo. And the thing is there's a lot of men out there that have born, again, as fathers of daughters, uncles, friends, family members, whatever the case. We tell women, stop fucking with old boy. I went to school with him. I played ball with him. I know how that nigga move. They ain't the dude you want. Shut the fuck up, mind your business, girls just want to have fun. And they go over there, they get tossed up. They stay with the dude because he got swag or money and all this other stuff. And everybody's fine with it. You need to let that go. You just mad she don't want you. Women have told me that. You just mad I'm not fucking with you. 6 months later, want to spin the block. I just didn't know he was like that. You a lying bitch.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
You a lie from the gates of hell. You knew how he moved. You just thought you was bad enough. You thought you could give him enough cat where he wouldn't do it to you like he did it to the last one. Once again, my homegirl. I guess he found enough of it. I don't even joke about this shit. Keep on going. Quiet Storm says, what in the unseasoned chicken and seasoned collard greens is going on in here? What did I do? I might have missed something. We'll stay with... I must have missed something. Let's keep on rolling. Where we at? Y'all talking. Mo says people stay with abusive nug-nugs too. Yeah, it's not just, please understand this. This is not just all about Cassie and Diddy. This is, hey, this shit happened. You've had an opportunity to leave. You stayed with this man for 3 years. Then the evidence comes out, hardcore evidence that he is abusive. It's not just words. It's not speculation anymore. It's not just Hollywood gossip talk anymore. This stuff is going on. Boil it down to the regular person. Again, when brothers do protect him, when he is the nice guy that would not do that to a woman, he get the shit end of the stick, and then he just got to deal with it. And then everybody tell him he's stupid for trying. That's his fault. Again, I hate that shit with a fucking passion. His brother in jail, lost his life, lost his job, any of those things. That's his fault. Ain't nobody tell him to help her. Don't save her. She don't want to be saved. He. It's always a joke. And then she get her ass whooped from the next dude, because that's what she used to. Then we get the philosophizing. You know, some people just don't know how to be loved. She didn't have a father in her life. This, that, and the third. We go down the rabbit hole of excuses of why these women stay with these women. Let me see. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Mo says my mic messing up. Quiet Storm said, yeah, Kofa mic is still on drill duty. Did I go out? Maybe I got to talk extra loud. Can y'all hear me now? Because it sounds like it's clipping. It looks like it's clipping on my end. Let me see. Can y'all hear me? Drop some ones in the chat if y'all can hear me clear. Because this mic, I still got this shit sitting up here. This mic isn't even picking up, and I don't know why. It's not even picking up. So I'm having to use my MacBook. So maybe if I get a little bit closer. Peace, J. Will. Okay, I'm back, Mo. Mo dropped the one for me. So let me run through y'all comments, man. We not, like I said, I'm not going to be on here long. I was planning on being on here about an hour. I think we're close to that. So we're going to get ready to roll. But let me get through y'all comments as well. I see some more people did come in. Where we at? Malika says, I won't be surprised if Cassie puts out a book, becomes a face for battered women, and gets a tell-all interview with Oprah and Gayle.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
We're just waiting. Speaking of books, you got Superhead. Now, she done passed herself all the fuck around the industry, comes out with a tell-all book. Then she sits up on an interview. This is the process. This is the way these women think, bruh. Again, and a lot of times it is the majority of women. That's my opinion. I'm going to die on that fucking hill. But you got a superhead that's saying she laying up in the bed with her husband from all the money she made sucking dick, and she paying for everything. She'll tell her husband at the time, regular guy, I'll be back in a week. And she would leave the house, leave the kids with him, go out there with Lil Wayne for about a week. And again, she's never been that bad. That bitch is not that bad. I'm sorry. But again, her vagina comes with her. Her mouth comes with her. Ain't none that bad to lay up in the bed. Like, that's some suck ass shit. As a man, ain't no way in the hell. My wife finna go skip around town with any dude. Fuck Lil Wayne. Any dude. For a week. Man, get the fuck out my face. Y'all crazy as hell. But you right, Malika. I'm waiting on the book or the big interview. Blaze says, I must be tripping right now. Kofa doing a live stream. Look, man, I told y'all back in the winter, I'm getting ready to go on military duty. I'm sick of y'all motherfuckers. This shit is going to look different, man. So, here home, I'm home this weekend, Blaze. Trolling ass. Salute, bro. So, that's why I'm going live today. Quiet Storm says, then a Netflix special, a documentary, and end up on Real Housewives.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Housewives of Atlanta. That's the play, ain't it? That's the play. Stay relevant. BT says, I made the same argument about Dr. Dre being abusive. Big facts. BT did a great video on this about the fake outrage. Y'all remember Dre, he whooped D Barnes' ass. Then it was, told that he was handsy with other women. But he's getting Lifetime Achievement Awards and performing at the Super Bowl. And we still love him as the greatest producer in hip-hop history. It's fake outrage. We remember what we want to remember. We forget what we want to forget collectively as a society. So how much do you actually care? This is why I posed the question on the thumbnail. When is it abuse? If it's not abuse for the men, if it's not abuse for certain women because of certain men they're with, is this abuse? Last I checked, abuse was abuse. Maybe I'm fucking wrong. I could be crazy. Let's keep on going. That was a great video BT did. BT, go and feel free to drop that link to your video in there as well, bro. You did an excellent job on that. Where we at? Mo says, right at Blaze. What a special day. Thanks for your service, Kofa. Salute. Mo says, sound like you got emphysema the way that mic going in and out. I'm sorry, sis. I'm having to use the MacBook speakers. I don't know why my mic is not connected. I restarted the computer and everything, but it's not recognizing my Shure mic. Let's keep on going. BT says, Kofa, I'll be ninja watching. I'm about to head down to the south side. All right, bro. I'll give you a holler in a few minutes. Cool man in the building. What's going on, bro? He says, what up, though? What's going on, bro? Very little in the building. He says, salute Kofa in chat. Never forget these women on social media and brag about how they would rather be with a pookie with cash than a so-called corny, productive black man doing well for himself.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
Quiet Storm finally got to your super chat, brother. My apologies. He says, if you want to know how battery black beta men end up, battered black beta men end up, remember the Travis Rudolph case. I'm glad his episode finally aired on A&E, Taking the Stand.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Again, this brother almost lost his life protecting his life. He ended up taking a life. And then he almost went to jail. Behind a bitch lying. This is why we question this shit. This is why we bring these things up. This is why we talk about the fake outrage with BT and Dr. Dre. This is why we question these things. I'm still questioning Megan Thee Stallion shit. Where she didn't have a bullet in her foot. Where Tory Lane's DNA wasn't on the weapon. Especially not on the trigger. This is why we question all that. But what do women do? Cry and lie. And so many people believe it. You got grown ass men again. Man, I see my mama get beat on, man. I ain't got no respect for no man to do that shit. You a bitch, man. You won't fight somebody, fight me. That nigga's not dating you. He didn't come home and catch you in the bed with another man. He called his wife. With the layers we don't want to talk about. But when you got a cat like Puffy doing this shit, everybody's still flicking it up with him, popping champagne with him, all at these parties. So there's no way, just like the women know, you can't tell me the other men didn't know. You can't tell me these NFL, NBA players aren't seeing this shit in their respective leagues. And they all rub shoulders with the entertainment industry. Skinny boy, what's going on, bro? Salute to you, man. Brother Hannibal in the building. Salute. Let's keep going. Where we at? Mo in there talking shit. Yes, I made a pop-up today, Mo. Quiet Storm says, that was one of Michonne's biggest videos. KS talking to the woman with grown kids, but she chose to have them kids with dudes who were ass whoopers and felons.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
And then we'll make excuses for them. Again, the Stockholm Syndrome that Mo mentioned. Y'all will make excuses for them. So we could come up with these theories and ideas and scientific viewpoints of why women stay with abusers. You don't think that same shit applies to men? A brother that's actually in love? Because my stupid ass thinking I'm supposed to compromise. I'm supposed to meet you halfway. I'm supposed to love you through your mental health issues. I'm supposed to understand that you got molested. Y'all never question that shit when it's men. You just tell us we're either stupid or we're the abuser. Or we're controlling. You throw all these negative terms at men that stay with the wrong women. That's why the manosphere is so important. That's why the red pill is so important. It's not perfect, but it's important to share these stories. Because before all this, even before Kevin Samuels, let's just go back about 5-10 years. Before all of this, when have you heard black men sharing their side of the coin out loud? And people actually listen. This is the male equivalent version of the Me Too movement. Damn, bro, you had a crazy one like that? Oh shit, your baby mama doing that? Damn, that's what the court told you? Damn, I'm not by myself. Those are laws in your state? Oh shit, I thought I had it bad. Sharing information. That's all we doing. Let's keep on going. Smitty in the building. What's going on, good brother? Malika says exactly. Sister Mo says they could be getting emotionally and physically abused, so it can apply to men too. That's all I want to know. That's all I want to know, Mo. You got to flip the coin over. But the passion, the angst, the anger, the hey, let's do something about this, that shit typically don't apply to men. There's one domestic abuse household. Like, what's the word I'm looking for? Somebody help me out. Like those safe houses they have for women. Those abuse houses, women that are abused, they have all these different shelters. The abuse victim shelter. There's one in the entire United States for men. And the biggest part of this picture is when a mother abusing her child, nobody says anything either. Everybody get real quiet. We're starting to see more and more stories of women killing their children, abusing the shit out their children. Got a personal story I'm going to share with y'all in a couple of months, hopefully. But we'll get into that at another date and time. Again, I'm not just up here just being a talking head. Let's keep on going. Pooh says, I still can't believe they don't even have an age requirement for the website. Trying to scroll up and see. I might have missed that. Let's keep on going. Where we at? Oh shit! To my inmate mingle. This a new one on me. God damn.
But wait, it gets worse.
I didn't even know about that shit. And there's no age requirement. You say, Pooh? That's crazy as fuck. Bingo.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
Pooh says Cassie stayed with Diddy for 10 years. 10. That's a whole decade. But we'll clown brothers for being off and on with a chick here and there. Again, I've done it. I done caught all types of smoke for those choices. I don't get to use the excuse I was young at any point in time. You got 30-year-old women talking about they was young in their 20s. You got 40-year-old women talking about I was young in my 30s. You got 50-year-old women talking about I was young in their 40s. They don't never get that label. You a grown ass woman. What the fuck you do that for? And then when we do question it, we're the ones that catch smoke for asking questions. This is why I want to talk about it. It's so many damn layers to it. It's bigger than Diddy and Cassie. Cassie was 100% right. This is about domestic abuse. So it's about that. Flip the coin over. Talk about it from the men's side. Talk about it from the kids' side. They can't even speak for themselves. But you know what? That's still your mama, though. Black community. We love that one. That's still your mama, though. Let's keep on going. Malika says domestic abuse is bi-directional. Being a former cop for 11 years in the black community, 90% of the aggressors in domestic incidents were black women. There's no repercussions for their actions.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
Big facts, Malika. We nail on the head. We keep saying where are the repercussions? Where are the repercussions when they do shit or when they lie about something? Now, when they do things, law enforcement just seems to look the other way. Y'all want to talk about abusers? Well, y'all do that with the men. The women get away with it all the time. Then when it comes out that they lied, they might get a tongue lashing from the judge. Maybe. The man who was lied on might get an apology from the court. Maybe. But legally, they don't do shit to them. Including, well, the most we can get around is, filing a false police report. The sister talking about she saw a baby on the damn highway, used up a bunch of resources. The time they gave her, slap on the wrist. The amount of money she wasted that they hit her with a fine for, slap on the wrist. But let somebody lie on a black man. He finna sit his ass down. And it's crazy, again, guys that are actually doing the actions, actually abusing people. Don't nobody know. Can't nobody figure it out, including law enforcement. Let's keep on going. Jay Will says, peace, Kofa. Been a minute, bro. Yeah, man, it has. BT says it's clipping. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Yeah, Pooh says it's going in and out. Let me see. Good. BT says 1.5. He said I'm going an hour and a half. Mo says, now that I know, I'm about to. Oh, look. You go sign up for that damn inmate shit you want to, Mo. And put your ass on timeout over here and sign up for that shit. JC in the building, he says it's a bad connection. Yeah, man, I had to use a different mic. Got to use my speakers. What we at? CJO, peace, brother. He says sound good, but clipping every 2 to 3 sentences. It's the MacBook mic. We about to get up out of here, man. We about to roll up out of here. Yeah, I'll hear it on the playback. I hate that, but I hope I got my point across. Let me scroll through some more of y'all comments real quick. Who y'all talking about? Eddie Winslow ex. It says her ex-husband is Eddie Winslow. Oh, Superhead. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, I thought she was talking about another dude. That's crazy as fuck, skinny boy. Superhead leaving Eddie Winslow to go down, lay up with Lil Wayne. Lord have mercy. Ain't no telling what else he did. He around here doing scenes with trans chicks. Let's move on. We ain't even going down that road. Skinny says, I ran across Superhead on Instagram trying to look wholesome, planting flowers and shit. Women in the comment section pandering. That's crazy as hell. Let me see. Mo says, we miss you. I appreciate that, sis. Let me see. Skinny says she was engaged to a famous chef that left her. I wonder why. Why even get with her? See, we question the men too. Why even get with these chicks that you know about their past? This is my argument. We have been so ingrained since little black boys that everybody got a pass. Women got kids. Some women just crazy like that. It's just a one-off. It's just normalized. And nobody wants to be by themselves. Again, I'd rather be by myself, meaning not married, and travel the world and see who I can deal with, where I can deal with them, than deal with women like that. And most men are coming to that. I truly believe that. There's a lot of stuff that we miss in these spaces when we're talking on here on social media, whether you want to just say we're just angry and hate women or whatever the case you want to be. These young dudes are listening and they're picking up on this game that young girls have been given on how to finesse these boys. They're picking up on that game early and they curving a lot of that shit. I got a couple of young cats in their 20s like, man, I ain't going for this. I'm not going for that. Man, if it weren't for y'all talking like this, I wouldn't know. I was raised by a single mama. I'm the only man in my family. Let's keep on going. Again, it's bigger than Diddy and Cassie. Y'all talking about Eddie Winslow, man. Let me see. Where we at? Mo says she's not familiar with the Travis Rudolph story. I will look. Make sure you do, sis. That was some months ago. Essentially, he was dealing with a chick. She lied to her brother, said she was being abused. They drove over there to handle him. One of them had a gun, and he didn't make it because Travis and Rudolph had one too. But he sat on the stand looking at life behind bars. Because he killed one of the 3 dudes who showed up. Again, NFL player. Don't nobody want to talk about that shit. Just turn around and blame the dude. But he knew she was crazy. He should have been what y'all said. Crazy ones got the best pussy. We start describing crazy ass women. Man, stop complaining, man. That's just women. What's going on, Gail?
You go, girl.
Appreciate you being in here. JT with something real. Dear Simps, Pandering does not equal pussy.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
We're going to keep on going. Oh, y'all talking y'all talking about Chingy, and all Chingy did with that chick was take a picture. And I don't even think it was out at the time that she was a trans chick. I think they shamed Chingy after that when he found out. It's kind of fucked up. Let me see. Mo says, JT, if they are pandering for Cootie Cat, they are technically predators. Cunning foxes. Let's keep on going. Yep. Oh, let me see. Mo says, yes. And these teachers all abusing these kids, and it's not even talked about. We might see a clip, hear a news story, and that's it.
Got it! It's hotter than fish grease.
That's it. And then it's on to the next. And yes, sis, having they babies. Correctional officers too.
You go, girl!
Skinny Boy says these teachers are beyond sick. Big facts. Again, there's good grown-ass men out there. I'll drop some dick off to you. But you'd rather have a 13-year-old boy. You know why? Because abuse. Abusers like control. What did I just tell y'all? Rape is not about the sex. It's about control. She can be in control of this little boy. That's for another day. Malika says safe haven houses for women, none for men, especially black men.
Got it! It's hotter than fish grease.
Mo says, yeah, y'all need to found a nonprofit because no one else will. Do you know what the nonprofit is? The manosphere. This is the closest we're going to come to it. This is why we keep making the content. I know sometimes we beating a dead horse on some of these topics, but until the women change their behavior, until we change the way we raise boys and little girls on how to interact with each other romantically or just through genuine love of the community, this shit is going to continue. And nobody likes to talk about men taking L's, especially the men taking L's, because guess what? It's embarrassing. Did we ever hear from Ryan Leslie when he got left for a richer man? No, that's just the game, bro. You know how I'm going, man. Come on, man. You can't be mad about that, this, then. But he had to have his time to get over that shit and move forward. And she moved forward with her life with an abuser for 10 years. Let's keep on going. Where we at? Mo says, and men make fun of men for being abused, which makes them even more hesitant to speak out. That's big facts. Big facts. Where we at? CJL says, we got you. Good show. Salute. And on that note, I think we covered a lot. I know this isn't the usual. I usually have clips and stuff we go through and I can break them down. But we're getting ready to get up out of here, man. I did want to show my face. I really appreciate y'all as always. I wish I could be doing more content. Gone is the Everyday in May challenge, so I owe y'all. I'm going to have to make it up at some point when I get back stationary. But for the next 4 months, I'm going to be on military duty until October. I'm trying to make my way back to Atlanta. We'll see how that goes, so I can actually be here in my own house, in my own studio with y'all on a more consistent basis. But again, if you are in an abusive relationship, if that person shows you who they are, man or woman, believe them the first time and leave. When women start getting flipping them out, brothers, leave. That name calling, that shaming, that shame, insult, guilt trip, need to be right, all that shit, leave. And don't listen to these other sucker ass dudes that want, that's just women, bro. You just got to deal with that shit, man. Fuck that. Leave. International Quiet Storm is a brother that can attest there's too much peace, too much pussy outside the United States, outside the world. Get outside the city, outside the state, go see some things, get outside the country. Still big on that. Still big on leave. It's not worth it. Because you end up harming somebody that you truly do care about. Again, I told y'all, I dodged a couple of things. Shit could have been totally left from me. Trying to help somebody. Being the good guy. But we get ready to wrap up out of here. I appreciate y'all. I'll check back in sooner rather than later. I'll check back in with y'all. As always, I love y'all. Ain't shit you can do about it. You matter. You're not crazy. Make better choices. Peace.